And now back to our feature presentation.
There is a surefire way to get her to eat her greens, which is to get some worms. And only worms are fatty, so they're also not the best choice for her protein to do all the time. So kind of an every once in a while thing, I will put a worm in her greens. So I have these worms, but they've been in the refrigerator, so they're not moving too much, but we'll see what she does. One, there. These are some small little mealworms. But I've just gotten these calcium-rich worms right here. She loves the worms. They've been in the refrigerator. These ones said to be refrigerated, so I think they're a little cold. Let's see if she'll come down for them. So like I said, she's getting a smorgasbord today, so this is a lot of food for her. She's just hanging on, trying to see if she's gonna be interested in any of this. Find out. And stick it in her face. I don't know, I like kind of the fat mealworms are her favorite. Oh, she's closing her eyes. I guess she's not really interested in that today. Okay. She does turn her head up at certain things. It's funny, the last time I gave her those, she loved them. Because they're too cold. They're probably too cold. I don't know. The package said to refrigerate them. I don't know. I've never put my worms in a refrigerator before, so let's see what she's doing. I just want to see you eat, Norby. You're the star. We have to see all the cool things you do. Super interesting. Maybe not today. Well, while we're waiting for these worms to warm up, we're gonna go ahead and show her some crickets. Oh, is she gonna flop? Interested yet? All right. Her number one, see, I told you she flops. I'll go ahead and show her the crickets anyway. So like I said, this is a smorgasbord. So for her, she definitely needs to be eating the greens for sure. And as they get older, they actually eat less meat and more greens, which is kind of cool, you know. So, and they just do this naturally. So I guess their bodies are just, she's very in tune with her body and what it needs, which is great. So let's throw some crickets in there and see how that is definitely more interesting. I show you. Look at that. She likes her greens. Hands on it, baby. Okay. I'll give her a little bit with her greens and then I'll throw some crickets. The crickets are the most common of what I feed her. And then the little bit of worms. There are some type of flies that are really good. I don't know how to keep them, so I've not really gone that far. But also, I guess there's a kind of roach that you can also feed them, which will never come into my house, ever. But this is what is mostly her biggest meal ticket right here. This is how you keep crickets. If you want to keep crickets in your house, this is a feeder, a cricket feeder. So we get these little tubes here and I'm just going to shake them directly into her habitat. If you want to keep more, you can keep them in a large box. There's all kinds of great YouTube videos that can show you how to keep crickets, how to breed crickets. I've not had much luck with that. I think I've had one batch that actually bred, which was really cool, but I'm not talented like that. The people who breed crickets would tell you, you know, that they're the easiest thing in the world to do that, but yeah, I've not had the luck. So We'll try again sometime. Okay, gonna shake those crickets in. She knows exactly what this is. Oh, there she goes. She'll look at it and know exactly what's coming out. There's a couple more crickets. The rule of thumb with crickets, with feeding your bearded crickets, is pretty much as many as you can catch within 15 minutes. Wow, look at the mess you've made, darling. Now she's gonna eat her worms. Good grief. These allergies have got me, I tell you. All right. So while she is dining, our lesson is, of course, not to eat like Norberta. Not to go back to that refrigerator while during our corona crisis right now, if you're feeling overwhelmed or anything like that. But the tip for today is definitely to spend some time either in nature or with animals. Oh, I might be low on crickets today. There we go. Oof, that should be plenty, I think. Remember, if you are feeling lonely or feeling sad or overwhelmed with all of this, take a little bit of time to spend some time with animals. The shelters, happily, the shelters are almost empty with dogs and cats. The pet stores are still open, so if you decide, yes, a bearded dragon is fantastic for you and your family, you can probably find one there. Geckos, if you decide that she's a little bit intimidating with her little fake, they're all fake, they're so fake, they're totally fake with her spikes and everything, then oh, that's her favorite, right under the chin. And want to go with a gecko? They are nocturnal, just to let you know. Oh my gosh, you guys made it through to the end. Thank you so much. Did you have fun? I know I had fun making this. Norby had a great time. She got all that food and she's getting attention. I mean, all animals, including reptiles, enjoy some attention from their person. All right. So I'm just going to share with you a few things that I didn't fit into Norberta's profile. All right. First off, hydrometer. 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 See? I can say it. I don't know what that was back there. Nerves, I suppose, being an introvert in front of the camera. It's not my usual jam, but you know what? I'm having such a great time. I'm just going to keep going. All right. Let's see. She also lives for about 10 years or so, maybe give or take a couple years. So if you're looking for a shorter term commitment, get a goldfish, get a couple of fish or whatever. Also, there is no such thing as a vegetarian or vegan bearded dragon. They do eat vegetation and insects of some kind. So if that goes against maybe your policy, maybe you are anti-meat or things like that, maybe get a bird or something else, because they do have to eat actual meat. You can't reprogram the animal. Okay, you can't do that. Let's see. She is also not a fat lizard. Okay, because one, how dare you? Number two, she's perfectly sized for a female lizard, okay? A female bearded dragon. There we go. She's a bearded dragon. All right, is what she's called. What her actual name is bearded dragon. So if you want one of those, let's see. So she's not fat. She is actually appropriately sized, even lengthwise. She's 22 inches long, which is perfect for a female. Yep. The males are about a couple inches longer than that. And let's see. Oh, if I didn't clearly say what kind of food, so she needs vegetation. So she, like, salad greens are great. So she particularly likes arugula and also butter lettuce. I tried giving her spinach. She tolerated that for a little while, but then I think she just got bored with it. She'll do like mixed greens with spinach mixed in there. She'll tolerate that, but I don't know. I think the spinach might be a little bitter for her. So she's not really a fan. And as far as the meat goes, don't give her real meat. Don't give, no, I said real meat. Don't give her our type of meat. Don't give her chicken and beef and things like that. That's not for her. In fact, I've heard if you feed your beardy, you'll get a beardy that's a little bit more aggressive and will be more likely to bite you. Because guess what? Your meat. Okay, so looking at crickets, that's common, your usual. Worms, mealworms are great. They're a little fatty, remember. So there's some flies, but I don't know how to keep them. And it's a type of roach that will never come into my house. Those are okay as well. Ooh, I've gotten her a hornworm before. They're really fat and green, but they're also like $5 a pop. So that's like, you know, if you're taking your family to the Cheesecake Factory, that's her version of the Cheesecake Factory. And remember, you can do fruits, of course. So you can do berries and apple, things like that. So, but remember, that has to be kind of every once in a while. That's her special thing. So like on your cheat day when you're getting chocolate cake, hey, your beardy gets some apple or get some blackberries. Yeah, then that's her treat. Okay, but it's a sugar, so you don't want to give her too much of that. And also, if you're worried about how she drinks, because you haven't seen her drink, right? Bend over the water dish and drink from there. Whereas you and I just drink. This is water, by the way. So if you're worried about the way that you and I drink, that's not the way that she does. She actually will just plant herself in the water dish and simmer and absorb it through her skin, which is just awesome, right? Oh, also disclaimers, I am not a like reptile breeder or caretaker or anything like that. I just was a teacher who wanted a classroom pet and then ended up bringing her home to be part of her family and did all the research and things to make sure that she was healthy and happy in her new digs. She was bred in captivity, so I bought her from a reptile and aquarium store. They're also at Petco, PetSmart, your usual pet places. You'll find one of those if you're looking. Yay! Awesome. And also, I am also not a licensed psychiatrist, psychologist, or anything like that. I am just a lady who happens to know trauma. In fact, I actually work for a trauma center currently. So I was able to get myself through a very personal trauma in my life, and all the way down from a pretty bad mess to the beautiful diva you see before you. And I just want to share with the world who is undergoing the trauma right now some tips and tricks to help you get through. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Together we'll make it through this. And here's hoping you're never caught out of bacon. See you next time.